Welcome to the first ever episode of Another Pokémon Podcast. My name is Becs.
And my name is Galutrad, and today we're going to be discussing our favorite gym leaders.
Oh, I'm so excited to dive into this one. So before we get started though, just a little intro for the show since this is our first ever episode. We are going to be discussing a wide variety of topics, all in the world of Pokemon. If you're familiar with Another Zelda podcast, you'll know that they dive into the lore, they dive into Easter eggs, they dive into the
games themselves,
the
they
games.
do like reviews,
Right.
They do top 5s, top 10s, favorites, they do...
And that is that show in a different font. That's what we are.
It's exactly what we are.
We're the unknown
in
font.
the unknown font. They're in the Hylian font.
Yes. So that's what we're here to do, and thank you so much for joining us on this official Pokemon journey. Just to kind of give an idea on like the format of the show, normally towards the beginning of the show, after we do quick intros, we would discuss listener feedback. Obviously, since this is episode 1, we don't have any. But if you do have feedback on this topic or have ideas for other topics in the future, we would love to hear them.
Absolutely. You can submit any of your feedback or ideas to any of our social channels, which is Another Pokémon Pod, which is spelled PKMN. Pretty much
P
everywhere.
as in Pikachu, K as in Kangaskhan, M as in Mareep, and N as in Nidorino.
Pretty much everywhere on the internet.
So a little bit about our background. We are both huge Pokemon fans. We have been playing the game since we were children, much like I'm sure a lot of our audience. We've watched a good bit of the anime. I would say that we have a lot of catching up to do on the anime. We're excited to dive into the newest show, Pokemon Horizons, when that releases. Much like the AZP folks, we are just happy to be here, happy fans.
Yeah, I mean, I would say
not experts.
Between the two of us, we've
got some knowledge.
Yeah, Pokemon's been out for how long? 30 years now?
A billion years. 28, I think.
28. So then, yeah, I'd say we'd have, between us, we'd probably have
the majority of our lifetimes.
56 years total
Yeah.
of Pokemon. Because we grew up with it and
it's been a big part of our lives. It's very impactful. Hopefully at some point we'll release episode 0 so you can hear a little bit about backgrounds with Pokemon and how we got into it. We're happy to be here.
Incredibly happy to be here. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Sixfive Media, for bringing this show to the people.
Yes.
So favorite gym leaders.
Yes.
Gym leaders, every single Pokemon journey, Bex, I don't know if you know this in your 28 years of knowing Pokemon, but every single gym, every single game, except with the exception of one, Sun and Moon.
Well,
they kind of had gym leaders. They have island champions. But anyways, Gym leaders are the kind of the bosses of the Pokemon games. You typically have to go through 8 of them. And then you take on the Elite 4 plus the champion. So really the Elite 5, but we'll get into that later. And they usually stand as just kind of stopgaps and to check your power levels in games if you're talking in like terms of game. They do typically follow the kind of same structure as far as like using one type. It's called monotyping. So like everyone probably is familiar with Brock, the rock type gym leader, and Misty, the water type gym leader. They're big on the anime, but yeah, they bring a lot to the game and to the just world of Pokemon. And
most of them also have, trainers that allude to what the theme will be. Maybe they have like weaker versions of the gym leaders team that are in the gym with them. There's normally puzzle mechanics in the gyms. There's normally just one gym per location in the Pokemon games.
I think they stand out a lot, and I think everybody probably has a favorite gym leader. So we'd love to hear from y'all what your favorite gym leaders are. But we'll get into ours. Okay. Do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
I can start.
Okay.
So are we going in order? Are we going in order of our least favorite to our most favorite?
Well,
I feel like that makes the most sense.
Yeah, I think we should. I think we'll do. So we each brought 5 to the table, and then obviously we might have a little bit of crossover, but neither of us know who we listed, which is very interesting.
Kept it a surprise.
Yeah, and we've got a couple of honorable mentions that we'll get to as well
towards the end.
But yeah, this is y'all are learning just at the same time that we are of each other's favorite gym leaders. So yeah, I think we'll start with number 5.
So my most favorite, my number 5 spot is actually a very recent addition to the gym leader mix. Y'all know my boy Larry.
Oh, Larry.
Yeah, from the Paldea region. So Scarlet and Violet, introduced a whole new a whole new group of gym leaders, and Larry is my favorite of that group. He's got normal, so we just talked about how gym leaders stick to one typing, and he decided, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to break the mold a little bit. So he actually has a dual typing that he sticks with, which is normal and flying.
Well, so it's interesting because Larry is, not only is he the gym leader of the normal type gym, but he also is an Elite Four member,
right,
which is where he uses flying. So yeah, he rocks 2 Pokemon teams.
Does.
I think he's the only gym leader to do that. Lance kind of plays a double role where he's in the Elite Four in the first game in Red and Blue and Yellow, and then he's the champion of the Johto region, but that still is very similar. So.
Yeah, and I think that kind of speaks to like why he's likable to me. So like Larry's he's just a dude going to his job.
He really is.
So like that shift to include like more type mix up in his team, like I feel like that's a good business decision. That's really proven his business mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like
he does have.
I would trust this man with my stock. You know,
he with your stock.
I would.
with your Poké dollars.
Yeah, I would trust him to invest on my behalf.
He runs I guess kind of runs. Does he run the restaurant that you fight him in Paldea, or is he just there?
I don't know if he's like just the restaurant's owner or if he's just like, again, on his lunch break trying to live his best life. You just happen to pop up and mess with his break.
That's true.
That's the vibe I get from him. He's like, I'm just trying to go to work, dude.
He was definitely an instant favorite, I think, for a lot of people, and it's cool to see him on your list being so recent.
I hope so. I did see, a lot of people, and I of course I forgot her name, but is it Iona?
Yes, the streamer,
the like pop star streamer girly. Yeah. I think a lot of people really liked her. There were a lot of good ones in the Paldea region, honestly.
There were, and it was interesting because the Paldea region is one of the only regions where you can just go in any order, like truly any order. So everyone kind of met them at their own pace, which I think influenced a lot of the way people felt.
But yeah, I liked his whole vibe. I really liked that he was kind of, I've always liked like the grumpy character trope.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like, here we go, let me battle this guy real quick. And I kind of laughed the entire battle. It was like his little tie wiggle.
And the way his hairs have like flyaways and stuff.
Yeah. I loved Larry. Larry was the one. He did have the dreaded Dunsparce on his team, which is the biggest disappointment. The biggest disappointment of any new evolution ever, maybe. But like him and that Staraptor came with their game on.
They did.
That's for sure.
They did.
Yeah.
And it was cool seeing him come back too. It was almost like Pokemon knew that he was going to be a big hit with people. Because it was like a. It's
just not something we've seen.
Yeah.
Like it's technically all of their jobs. This man has 2 jobs.
Yeah, he does.
He's got a lot going on.
He's working 9 to 5 and 5 to 9.
That's right. I have a lot of respect for his hustle.
Yep.
So what was your least favorite, most favorite?
Yeah, so mine is also from a newer game. Not the newest game, but it is from Sword and Shield, and it is Piers.
Oh.
Who is the dark type gym leader in Sword and Shield. You find him in Spikemuth.
Yeah, the Elder Emo.
Yeah, absolutely the Elder Emo. He's rocking Obstagoon, which was the new like cool Galarian version of, or it evolved from the Galarian version of Lanoon, and then
definitely not a Dunsparce.
No, definitely not a Dunsparce. But yeah, the thing that I liked about him the most was that, so obviously for a while now, the last couple games have had some kind of gimmick, usually in the battling. X and Y had Megas, Sun and Moon had the Z crystals, and Sword and Shield had Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing. And I thought it was just really cool that his whole like shtick is that the town of Spikemouth isn't found on a Dynamax hub, but so you can't actually Dynamax in his battles. You have to fight the old-fashioned way, which is cool in the story too, because he even talks to the point that he doesn't, what am I trying to say? He feels bad. He feels a sense of guilt because his town is not, his town isn't that popular. It's very kind of run down. And he blames himself for going against Rose, the chairman in Sword and Shield, and not moving his gym to a Dynamax spot.
Yeah, I will say one of the things I've enjoyed the most about recent games, because I have a hard time with recent Pokemon games because they always introduce new concepts that I feel overcomplicate what I believe to be a beautiful, simple experience. But I do love that it brings like that new like emotional dynamic to gym leaders. Like, yeah, like I will not spoil anything, but in one of my honorable mentions, it's there because I do have affection for that character, but I don't necessarily feel like it was enough to put it in my top 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so it's like,
absolutely.
It adds a very nice dynamic, which we get in the show, but it's nice to experience it in the game as well.
They were games first, and so even though it's a multimedia operation now, you still want to have those game experiences for sure.
Now, is Piers? Am I making this up? Is this just what I want to be canon? Is Piers is he related to Marnie?
He is Marnie's older brother.
Okay. And I'm glad I didn't make that up.
he in the story, he tells you that he wants to retire and give the gym up to Marnie, and Marnie's like, no, I can't be the gym leader if I'm going to be the champion. Yeah. And Marnie's going through the challenge with you. Yeah. One of my favorite characters in all of Pokemon, Marnie, and technically becomes a gym leader later after the game is over. Once you're in the post game, I had to give the spot to Piers first because I love that his character has so much depth that he like actually he's grieving, or not grieving, but
the music
guilty.
Is fun. During that battle
because he's a rocker. Yeah, absolutely, and he's the leader, quote unquote, of Team Yell. I could never really decide if Marnie was the leader of Team Yell technically because they were the ones supporting her, or if he is the leader. I think they say that he told them to go like cheer her on.
I feel like Piers being the leader makes sense, and then Marnie's almost like Piers is the king, Marnie's almost like the princess or something. You know what I mean? Like everyone just adores her and loves her and supports her.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But yeah, I don't know. But I'm glad I didn't make up that they were related.
No, it would be really weird.
They just, it fits.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's definitely got like that older brother vibe going on, and like that taking on.
I loved
the burdens of the world on his shoulders, kind of thing.
For sure. Yeah. I love too the cards that you would collect of everybody, the gym leaders and the trainers. Yeah. And you would get. There's like a special card for each gym leader, and Pierce was it was like him as a challenger, as a young kid, and he still has the black and white hair, but it's very short. And it's like young emo. It's super cute.
They really did. You know how people say like as a dog owner, like you begin to look like your dog.
Yes.
They really took that to a new level with Pokemon, though.
Yes.
Because he really looks like
he do be looking like the Obstagoon.
Obstagoon,
for sure.
Yeah. And like there's several other, like the Champion and Scarlet and Violet looks just like, I can't remember anyone's names right now other than the people I have on my list. But like they start to favor the Pokemon that they have.
The one who you said has PlayStation 2
awful hair. Yes. Yeah, correct.
Yeah. All right. But that's my number 5. What do you got for number 4?
So my number 4 is actually, I'm gonna struggle through these first few, honestly. I had a hard time choosing and narrowing down, but I was always really drawn to her, and I actually think a lot of people were too. My number 4 pick is Elisa.
Okay, from Black and White.
Yeah, from the Unova region. I've always loved electric type Pokemon. I've loved the electric gyms, and I feel like she took that to a whole extra level that like I can appreciate so much. I know a lot of people really liked her. I know there were a lot of Elisa cosplays at like some of the conventions that year and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think I liked her because of that. Like I loved the vibes of the gym. Like I don't know if you remember, but there's like an amusement park kind of vibe.
You have to do like roller coaster puzzles,
which I always thought was fun, and like I've always been like a sucker for that. Like I think it might have been Black and White, or it might have been X and Y, where you like can ride in like the Ferris wheel or something in like one of the games. I don't remember, but anyway, I've always loved that. I also like that because she is a model, like her looks evolved over time. Like I don't know if
I was gonna bring that up. If you I only learned in researching gym leaders for this episode of her, not only her looks but her hair changed. She dyed her hair.
That's what I'm saying. So she had blonde hair in Black and White, which I think I still prefer, although she can rock either look. But yeah, she changed it to black hair in later games, and I don't think either of us have played Black or White 2 yet, right?
Yet.
Okay. So we'll get to experience that, but I did look up the battle, like the intro to the battle in 2, and it's very, very her, very extra, very like model-esque. Even her like pose, she like is wearing this, I think she's wearing like a huge fur coat, and she just like rips it off into this outfit change. Like she's just phenomenal. So I've really liked that. And then honestly, on a sweeter note, how she reacts with your companion Bianca. She's encouraging her. Bianca has a hard time with her dad letting go, and she's like, no girl, you gotta get out there, you gotta follow your dreams, which I was like, that's really cute. I like it.
Absolutely.
It shows the softer side of her too.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really sweet.
No, I think that's good. And I'm also a sucker for electric gyms because I love Raichu.
And I had a huge zebra print.
You did.
Thing, and her the fact that she had Zebstrika as her, I was like, yes, what a baddie.
Yeah,
yes,
absolutely. Yeah, so my number
second least favorite, most favorite.
my number 4 is actually it's not technically from a newer game, but it is newer to you and I, because when you do hear episode 0, y'all will learn this about us, but we both skipped Diamond and Pearl, and we both got to play it for the first time with Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. And my number 4 is Fantina, the fashionista dancer from Hearthhome Gym, from Hearthhome.
Is she the one with the crazy hair?
Crazy dress, like ball gown dress. She's French. Apparently in the English translated games, she speaks proper English and broken French, and in the Japanese translated games, she speaks proper French and broken Japanese. Oh wow, okay. So she's from a different area than the region that you fight her in the Sinnoh region. She's rocking the relic badge. She does ghost types. She also, I love her because she has a Galaxy Quest quote.
Oh, cute.
She says, "Never give up, never surrender," which is from Galaxy Quest, the movie. I also think it's cool because it's, at least for me, technically, we'll get into this a little bit later, but she just straight up is like, you're not good enough to fight me yet. Keep going. You can't fight her until you have, I believe it's Surf, but yeah, you meet her earlier on because her town is Hearthhome is kind of in the central of Sinnoh. It branches off into a lot of different places. But yeah, she just straight up says, nope, you're not ready for this yet. So, and I think that's super, super cool.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. And she's just very cool. She's fashionista. She participates in the beauty contests in Pokemon. I think she's even part of like an elite group of the beauty contest people. So it was neat. She was a cool little, but she does have crazy hair. She has like 4 bulbs of her hair coming off.
Yeah. I remember when I was looking at all of the gym leaders, she definitely stood out in the Diamond and Pearl like mix, like as like more of a baddie, because she had the big hair and the anytime it's a ghost type Pokemon gym leader, it's like, okay, well, they're not playing games.
No, for sure. Yeah. I think even the Elite Four members like Agatha, Gen 1 Elite Four.
Morty from Johto.
They do not mess around, those ghost types. And there's also, I'm pretty sure it's in, I think it's in Diamond and Pearl. It might be in a different game, but there's like ghost gym leaders specifically usually have like something kind of creepy that happens in them. So like, I'm pretty sure this happens in Diamond and Pearl. And also there's an instance of it in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire where you fight the Elite Four member. Her name's escaping me. She wears like a hula outfit type of look.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
But for a brief frame, a character flashes on screen, usually like a little girl or something, and it's very creepy. And I think in Diamond and Pearl, you can see a girl like sitting off to the side, but that might be Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I like it.
Yeah. Do you want to do
number 3?
Yep.
Yeah. Let's keep trucking. So my number 3, okay, this is the thing I told you I learned.
Yes. I'm excited to hear this.
So my number 3 was Drayden from the Unova region. He's the last gym leader. He's the mayor.
Yes. Okay.
Of Opalucid City. I'm not gonna say that anymore. He's the dragon type.
Yes. Yeah.
And the thing that I learned, because I've only ever played black, is he's only the gym leader in black.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Iris is the gym leader in white. I had no idea, no clue. I looked it up and it kept saying Iris. I was like, well, yeah. I think they're related. I think that's his granddaughter is Iris or something.
Possibly. I don't remember.
I know I think he wants Iris to take over his gym for him when he's done in black.
Okay. So very similar to like the Pearson money.
Yeah. Had no idea it was different in white. I honestly thought, unless I am mistaken, I might be mistaken. I thought that the first time that happened was in the Galar region with Bea.
Yes, with
Bea and
Alistair, and then Melanie, and I don't remember about her son's name. The I believe he does rock or ground type. Melanie's the ice type.
Is that in Galar also?
Yeah, that's in Galar also.
I don't know anything. But anyway, so he's my favorite. He is so cool. To say Pokemon Zaddy Mayor Batty, because that is the vibe. His beard is crazy.
Isn't it like? Doesn't it look like
it kind of looks like a jaw? Yeah, he's really cool looking.
Super cool.
So I really like that. Like I said, I wrote it down. Even I had zero idea that he was the gym leader only in black, and Iris was the gym leader in white. Thought that was really cool. And then this guy kicked my butt.
Yeah.
Like that game was already challenging. Haxorus.
One of the coolest dragon type Pokemon.
It was very cool. The whole vibe was cool. I think at that point though, I was like, yeah, I'm tough. I got this. What else? And I was like over leveled on him, and he still beat me like 3 times before I finally beat him, and I don't even remember how I beat him.
Oh man, that's crazy.
But I like to like rush in and not plan anything. So that could have been part of the problem. But yeah, he was really cool, and I also I'm excited to play black too and white too, because I found out that like a lot of these people reappear, but they have different typings too. So like in Black 2, he introduces Flygon, which I think is Iris's Pokemon in the show.
I believe so. I know she has an Excadrill in the show.
Okay. I can't remember. I just thought that was cool, like that he adapted, and he was very cool.
Very cool.
He's very suave.
Yeah, he is. He's got that full suit, right?
Yes.
Yeah, super cool. The Zaddy of
the Pokemon Zaddy Mayor Batty.
Yep. Mayor Batty.
The PZMB of Pokemon. That's right. And what is your middle ground?
My middle ground?
Your middle ground.
Yeah, so getting into number 3 here.
And then we'll take a quick break.
Yeah, I will do my number 3 and we'll take a quick break.
He's going to rush through it. You have 30 seconds.
I'm not going to rush through it because this gym leader,
do they deserve some respect?
Demands some respect.
Is it Drayden?
Because your number 3 might have been the Zaddy, but this gym leader is your actual daddy. This is Norman from
I love Norman.
I do too. This is Norman from Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. He is he is your actual dad. He's not from the Hoenn region. He is not from the Hoenn region. Him and you and your mom moved to the Hoenn region, and he takes on a role.
Kanto?
I think Kanto. They kind of imply Kanto, but I don't know if it's 100%.
They do be having Machokes help them move.
They do be having Machokes help them move. So he takes on the role of a gym leader in Hoenn. He's good friends with Professor Birch. That's kind of part of the reason why they moved. Mm-hmm. He is a normal type gym, so also, maybe leaving the
Larry
road.
Senior.
Yeah, Larry Senior, getting him ready of the Petalburg gym. He helps to create your rival in the game, which is Wally. Mm-hmm. May
such a good rival too.
Absolutely.
Probably the best one.
Did you know, a little off topic, but did you know that Wally can technically catch a shiny Ralts?
I did know that.
And then but it won't stay shiny.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's depressing.
Isn't it sad? It's not only does the player character not get the shiny, but then the NPC doesn't keep the shiny.
Sad. Sad day.
Super sad. But yeah, he's incredibly sweet. Mm-hmm. I looked forward to like coming back to challenge him because it was like, yeah, that's my dad. I'm gonna beat him.
He builds you up.
He does.
He's like, you're not in a much nicer way than what's her face.
Yeah.
It's like you're not ready, but you will be.
You will be,
and I know.
Yeah, exactly. It's so good.
Gag.
Plus, he uses Father of the Year.
Much better than Ash's dad. Oops.
Oh. He uses Vigoroth, which in my playthrough of Ruby, I did not know. I had never run into a Vigoroth.
Mm-hmm. So you didn't know that Slocketh evolved into him?
No, because I didn't really like Slackoth,
no,
and so
awful. Or Slackoth. Is it Slackoth?
I think I've always said Slackoth. This is the Hylia debate with Pokemon names. Y'all are just gonna have to forgive us. We're gonna have to say it's not Hylia, it's Hylia. Y'all are just gonna have to forgive us. We all, these are made up names.
I think it's Slakoth. Actually, yes, quite, yes.
But so I saw Vigoroth for the first time on his team and was like, that Pokemon's so cool.
And what's the big
Slacking guy? And Vigoroth evolves into Slacking.
Name.
It's a terrible evolution, a terrible name. Slaking.
Yes.
No. Also one of the worst abilities competitively because he just takes a turn loafing around. He literally just doesn't do anything for every other turn.
Sounds like me.
But yeah, I actually have a note here that he is from Johto. So he was not from Kanto. Our Machoke theory is totally wrong.
Wow.
But
you win some, you lose some.
Absolutely. So yeah, Norman.
I'm so glad he made your list because he deserves to make someone's list.
Absolutely, he's great. And the man's got style too. He's rocking like some khaki pants with the really like futuristic red jacket.
He's the first, like, I know he's the normal gym leader, so Lincoln kind of fits, but he's the first gym leader to like not be like super show offy. Right?
Well, maybe Brock.
Well, okay, I guess that's fair.
But technically Brock's...
He's just very casual though. Like Brock's in a hiker vest.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Come on, we know what we're about to get into.
Yeah.
And I was thinking the same thing with who's the Falconer? The flying Johto.
Yeah.
Right? Johto? Is that Johto?
I believe so, yeah.
It is because Hoenn is the tree lady.
Yes.
Winona.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's very low key too. But like they still have like aspects to them that hint to like what their typing is. He is your dad.
Yep.
He is your dad on a stage.
Absolutely.
That's right.
And if you play, I feel like the male character looks a lot like Norman, the male protagonist that you play as, versus the female.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I'm May.
May all the way. Yeah. May all the way.
May all the way.
Absolutely.
We love it. I'm genuinely glad you picked him because it was really tough to not have him on my list.
Oh, I had to have him.
I'm glad you.
So we will go to a quick break and then we will come back with our top 2
and then some
favorite and then some honorable mentions. Yep. And we also, just a little inside baseball here for you. Before the show, we each took a guess at maybe somebody that we might have on our top 5, and I think we will both be surprised to see what they are. So
I was already wrong. So We're just gonna move on from it. I got close though.
Yeah.
I count that. We will reveal what that was after the break.
Absolutely.
But not after the break though. After the break. At the after party, and after the party's after party.
At the end of the episode.
Okay, whatever.
All right. Be back soon. And we're back from those amazing ads. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Now, Bex, you're going to give your number 2.
Time to find out how basic I am.
Awkward.
So embarrassing for me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. So, I actually really love my top 2, and I am basic, and I don't care. My number 2 pick comes from the very bottom of my heart.
Very bottom?
Yeah, where she lives and nests and
from the
plants,
center of your
plants
core
flowers
of your
in the core of my heart. It's Erica from Kanto.
Yeah.
So I have literally adored Erica since I saw her on TV.
The Gloom episode.
The Gloom episode is the quintessential top tier.
I might have
episode.
Cried in that episode.
It's a good episode. It should make you cry. I thought it was a beautiful episode, and honestly, I am gonna get emotional for a second, so I'm not gonna cry. It's fine. I really do.
You can do this.
I really do think that the world would be almost utopian, like almost like an incredible place if everyone could see beauty the way that Erica does.
Yeah.
Because like just the fact that Gloom, which is like clearly not a attractive Pokemon, is her favorite, and she sees the beauty in Gloom. Like it was very sweet. It was a very emotional episode. The backstory of like how they bonded and like the fire is just very sweet. But she really is. She is the epitome of beauty and grace to me. She's literally the Pokemon Disney princess.
Absolutely.
Like if Drayden is Pokemon Zaddy Mayor Batty, she's Pokemon Disney princess. 100%.
I can agree with it.
And I've just like, I don't know, I've just always really liked her. I think she's incredibly beautiful. I think she has a beautiful soul. I liked her team. I just thought it was very peaceful. And I like, can we talk about the female empowerment of Erica?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, ladies only. I want a bottle of her perfume immediately. Like, I always wondered how it would smell. Like, I just always wanted, like, a bottle of Erica's perfume. Yeah. So, if there's an Etsy shop out there that has a bottle of Erica's perfume, you want to hit me up, that'd be great.
We will spare no expense.
No expense will be spared. Unless it's expensive, then we might spare.
No expense spared.
Okay.
All
right.
Erica, huh?
Yeah, I really like her. I think it's a very, I said basic. That was probably the wrong word. I think it's a very simple choice. And it's like, it is 100% one of those things where her kindness and everything were elevated by the show. Mm-hmm. But her just being herself was wonderful to see. I really liked also that Ash had to dress up as Ashley.
Oh, that's right.
To get into the gym. I'm Ash. Oh, no, it's God. Ashley. Wildly different name. Ashley, here's to challenge you.
What a great
It was a really good episode. Yeah. The whole thing was really wonderful.
It's kind of interesting. My second also, I think, has a pretty beautiful story to it. My second favorite gym leader is Jasmine from Johto from
choice.
Gold and Silver.
Yep.
I love Jasmine. She's incredibly sweet. She has what I think is still kind of the most interesting side quest in Pokemon, where before you can take her on, you have to go to the lighthouse to save an Ampharos. You meet her there with Amphi, the Ampharos, and she's worried about it, and it's sick, and she sends you back to go get medicine. And
does Moomoo's milk help it?
I honestly can't remember what the medicine is anymore. It might be Moomoo's milk, but I don't think it's that. I think it's literally just medicine.
Because I know you have to help the Moomoo.
Yeah.
Or the Miltank, I'm sorry, by feeding it berries. I thought, for some reason, I thought it like...
Yeah, I think those are separate. They're very close. The area is right next to each other, so that's why it might be bleeding together. But in that side quest, you can also learn that originally she was actually a rock-type gym leader, but she, in Gold and Silver, she's used to showcase one of the two new types, which is Steel.
Yeah,
Steel
she
and Dark.
happened to put her Onyx in a jacket and send him on his way, and then it was just like, wow, that's a new type.
Technically, it's a coat. It's not a jacket. it's a metal coat. So she has Steelix, 2 Magnemites, which is a little sad, but when these earlier games, there's a lot less Pokemon to pick from. But
more basic.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, she's super cute. She's she's absolutely adorable. She showcases the new steel type, which I love Scizor as a Pokemon because I have a soft spot for. He really did. He was a little of the three because there was like
Onyx didn't necessarily need anything. Although Steelix is really terrifying. Scary is what he is.
Yeah,
You're not talking about ghost trainers being scary. I walked in that gym, I'm like, oh, what a cute gym leader, la la la.
And then
we say what? Why does she have that?
He looks so. I mean, it's part of her. What makes her adorable in my mind is she's like this very sweet, very small, very shy gym leader. But then she has just the most massive,
huge, scariest Pokemon in the whole world.
Yeah.
You know what? You know who I always get her mixed up with though. Always, no matter what. Roxanne from Ahoman.
Oh yeah.
Always.
Okay.
And I think it's like their styling.
They do kind of look a little similar. Not a whole lot, but like their color palette's way different. But like they're just the general outline.
And I like, because I remember, because again, like you're really hitting all of my like people that did not make the cut vibes. But I did like her, and I loved the story of Ampharos because Ampharos is one of my favorite Pokemon ever. Flaffy can go kick rocks, but Mareep and Ampharos are great.
Flaffy can go kick rocks.
You heard it here first. Trademark that. Flaffy can go kick rocks.
Oh my gosh.
But I was like, wow, she's saving lives. She's running a gym. She's got a school.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't have a school.
No.
She's so busy though. She a hustler also.
She is.
Lots of hard workers on your team.
Yeah, well, and you'll find that there's a bit of a pattern. But I think before we reveal our number ones,
we need to talk about some honorable mentions.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna go.
All of the ones on your list are mine. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna go first on this because you get to go. Well, so my first honorable mentions. We'll make this quick, but mine include Larry.
Oh!
So definitely had to get Larry in. Also Elise.
You didn't like Larry?
Airy?
And you don't like Airy either.
I don't like Airy either.
I thought you didn't like Larry because I remember playing that with you.
You know who I didn't like? I hate and I did not like.
Should we do least favorite?
Oh, maybe we should. We'll save this for next.
No, I need to know who it is.
Well, so the little child Elite Four member.
I know who you're talking about, and we did argue about that because I thought they were adorable.
No,
and we were
I
like,
can't
get
stand
them
her.
Out of here.
It was so weird,
and it was kind of like I think you felt the same way about the Alolan person that's like water and like kind of you didn't like them either. You're not into kid gym leaders, are you?
No, apparently not. Only kids can this you go on the journey as a kid. You once you're a gym leader, your journey's done. You should be past kiddom.
That means they worked really hard to get where they are.
Well,
but anyways,
maybe I'm just mad that they're gifted and I'm not.
But you said so you do like Larry.
So I do
not
like
to be
Larry.
With
He's
his
on
twin brother Airy. Yeah.
Or Aries. I do like Larry. He's an honorable mention, along with I believe your number 4, Elisa. Yeah, she was on my list, and then of course I had to include Clay, the only Texan representation in Pokemon.
No, he's the one that has the Mudbray.
No. He is from Black and White.
Okay.
And he is just I believe ground type user.
But Mudbray though, he has Horsies.
No. He had Excadrill and Palpitoad and Krokorok.
Krokorok was really cool.
That's Sandile a very good line. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What about you? Who do you have on your honorable mentions list?
Unfortunately, Misty is on my honorable mentions because I really couldn't tell. I don't think I love Misty because of her gym leaderness.
Yeah.
I think I love Misty because she brings the spice of life to Pokemon the anime.
I kind of wish that Misty's gym, Cerulean gym, would have been the 3 sisters in Red, Blue, and Yellow.
Would be cool.
And then like Misty plays a part in the story, especially in Yellow when it's more Ash's story.
Well, and even in for those of you that don't know, we are. Oh, should I talk about this? We are playing through Let's Go right now.
Yeah, we're playing through Let's Go.
But for those of you that don't know, we're playing through Let's Go right now, and like that would have been a great opportunity, I think, to make her more inclusive and Brock more inclusive, but they're truly just gym leaders.
They're just gym leaders.
But it's like, I'm still excited to see her in the gym, and I still think her sassiness comes out in her battling, but it's just not.
She's got one of the best gym poses.
Her screaming at Ash to get a bike is top tier Misty, and it doesn't have anything to do with her being a gym leader, unfortunately. But I love water too. Like I know I talked about electric. I think electric and water and like anything spooky. Together. I know, but anything like spooky, like psychic and like ghosts. Those are like my favorite types of gym leaders. Anyway, normally, and because I like water gym leaders, Nessa.
Yes.
I'm surprised you didn't mention her.
Yeah.
Nessa's so cool.
Melanie and B are way more my favorite than Nessa.
Oh, you're about to get real mad at my last honorable then. But yeah, no, I just thought Nessa was so cool. I loved her vibe.
She is super cool.
And another tough fight. I was shocked at the tough.
She was actually weirdly tough in the beginning, which you know what though, that's probably because we chose Score Bunny as our.
We did.
So we probably had a little bit of a hard time.
But even so, what is it? Barracuda. Yeah. Isn't that her Pokemon? That's a tough Pokemon anyway, whether you have a type advantage or not. Yeah. But no, I just love her. I love her whole look. She's very fierce. She's a queen for sure.
I love in the anime, she and the Professor Sonia are like friends.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they have a really cute friendship.
I'm excited to watch the anime post Hoenn that I never really got into. And then your least favorite gym leader of all time made my list for honorable mentions. I'm giggling, sorry. Alistair.
Oh, geez. The ghost type. Yeah,
love
that makes
Alistair.
sense.
So I had to know more about him because he's very mysterious. Mm-hmm. But I think I've always thought he was adorable. I loved just when I was just battling him, I really liked that he was like my shield exclusive. And then I started to look into the theories about Alistair, and there are a lot of theories.
Some theories on this?
I am. Apparently, one of the theories that I really like to subscribe to is that mask he's wearing. It's because he is possessed by ghost Pokemon.
Okay, that's actually kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. Which I think we'll dive more into when we talk about like the more creepypasta side of Pokemon at some point. But I do like that, and I watched, this is another one for you, another anime hit. I watched the episode where Ash and I don't remember the other kid's name, but they meet Alistair.
Hop.
Is it Hop?
Yeah.
They meet Alistair in like a train station, and then he just disappears. So it's like that. It's like the theory in the anime is that he's a ghost, which is crazy.
That would be really
I
crazy.
really liked it. And I had a hard time because, like I said, I think I texted you at one point. I said, well, I've narrowed it down to 25 gym leaders. And you were like, cool.
There's 30 to
right. Like, you're going to have to. So, and I really, really, really struggled even whittling down my honorable mentions. But, yeah. But those are my 3 honorable mentions. But I do want to give a quick shout out because you have some Galar folks on yours. I have Galar folks on mine. If I could give an award to a region for the most compelling gym leaders overall,
weirdly Galar. Yeah,
which was not my favorite game.
No, because I remember being so upset in Galar because they're constantly like, here's the story is happening over here. You keep going on with the gyms. I'm Leon. I'm going to go handle this story thing. And I was streaming Galar, and I remember at one point just yelling to my chat, I'm the hero. I'm the one that's supposed to do all this. Why are you doing it?
It's all about me.
Really weird story. But really, I don't think there was a single gym leader, even like Kabu.
Even the ones that were kind of
were still like cool.
Yeah.
Like they had something that endeared you to them, which I think speaks a lot to like what you were talking about earlier as Pokemon has gone on, even though a lot of people seem to disagree with this, I think they've gotten better at telling a story. It's just not really the story that I think the fan base wants to hear.
Well, it's the story I want to hear.
Yeah, they're super cool.
You know that I tend to go for the more like adventure fantasy type games anyway. And so Pokemon is just like an exception to that rule
Yeah.
because of nostalgia, because of the fuzzies that it gives me. It continues to be a constant in my life, but having that include that emotional aspect more, because it was already there. If you read between the lines, we will definitely dive into this on the crying episode.
Oh, for sure.
But there's even playing Let's Go. I'm almost to a part that I remember sobbing over. There was emotion the whole time, and a vibe of like partnership with your Pokemon and that kind of thing. But like now it's they're able to expand so much on that. Like it's less in your imagination and more here are these compelling characters.
Yeah.
So
super cool.
Good times.
Well, number 1.
Ooh, you're gonna be so bad.
Oh, mad.
Yeah, because you didn't guess it.
Okay. Oh, really?
Not even close.
So I
think the person will reveal who we guessed after.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
My number 1 gym leader of all time
is
Flannery.
Flannery? The fire Pokemon from Hoenn.
Mm-hmm, the feisty little emo fire girl.
Yeah.
From Hoenn, the original Marnie. Thank you very much. The original emo girl. I loved her. And the reason I loved her, and I did tell Galutrad before we started the episode, I was like, I was struggling with my top ones because when you pick a favorite as a child, and then you have to articulate it at 31 on a podcast, it's a little bit different. I'm gonna stick by my favorite. I picked Flannery. I wanted to be Flannery.
Yeah.
I was like this rocker chick. That's we are the same person. Mm-hmm. And so I remember I would take banana clips. Do you know what a banana clip is?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I would take my hair and I would like put it up and I would like fan my hair out over my clip like Flannery on purpose. And to this day, I'm 30.
You still do that.
I'm 31 years old. Yeah, I still fan my hair out. I don't wrap it in a bun and banana clip it tightly to my head. I still fan it out like Flannery to this day.
We just need to dye your hair red.
I've already been a redhead. I don't know.
It's true.
It's pink right now. We'll see. But yeah, no, I loved her. I loved her whole vibe. I loved her sass. But then like I also really appreciated once again they managed to give me depth in a character way back on the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
By showing that she was like, oh yeah, I'm tough, and I was like,
she wasn't ready for it.
She wasn't ready, but she still did it anyway. Yeah. And how awesome is that? I was like, as a person, as a human, I can relate to having to get up and boss up still all the time, and that's not my inclination. My natural inclination is to be introverted. Mm-hmm. So if you told me I had to be on stage as a gym leader because my grandfather really wanted me to be, I would be like, all right, I'll do it. But every day when I went home, I'd be like, did I say the right thing? Did I give that person's badge to them? Do they feel good about what they did? Like, I would question everything. And I just really liked how human she was. I have more education for you that's going to blow your mind, I hope, because it blew mine.
Okay.
So I have to tell you this because you're going to be like, what is wrong with you? Okay. So I thought it was canon. Like, if you had asked me this a week ago, I would have been like, oh yeah, this is Flannery. This is who she is. This was her father. This was her grandfather. This is her story, because I'm an idiot. And I thought it was canon that Flannery was from the Johto Gen 2 games and was the Cinnabar Island gym leader because Blaine was her grandfather. If you had asked me, I would have told you that's where she was from. I would have told you it was Gen 2.
Really?
And I would have told you it was Cinnabar. Because I was like, her grandfather is Blaine. Her grandfather is Blaine. Period. Stop. I will not take any other options. No. Her grandfather is someone named Mr. Moore.
Mr. Moore.
Mm-hmm.
Not Mr. Blaine.
Nope. We'll learn about Mr. Moore when we watch the anime, I guess.
Yeah.
She's from Hoenn. She's definitely, which makes sense. I loved the Hoenn games, but like I mixed up my games.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that could definitely be. I see where you're drawing the lines.
Well, I don't think there was a fire gym leader in the Johto lineup.
In the Johto lineup,
because you go back to Kanto and you fight Blaine.
You do go back to Kanto and you fight Blaine. Mm-hmm. No, there was not a fire gym leader in Johto.
And so I think that's what I thought. So like she would have been the next fire gym leader after Blaine. Yeah. And I think that's just what made sense.
Together,
in my head. But yeah, I was wrong. But back to the truth. of what she is. I really liked her, like, she's like the original, like, alternative girly.
Yeah.
She's like in a little small town with the little spa and like the quaintness of Laveridge. I just really
definitely had a crush on her growing up, so it would make sense that that's who she is for you.
Yep.
Yeah,
she's phenomenal.
No, I totally get it. I love that she, I think in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, I can't remember if this is in the original Ruby and Sapphire, but I know that there's like a whole kind of plot point where somebody talks to you about how like she's still just a kid and she's still figuring it all out, and they almost, I think they even say like, oh, don't take it, don't, she's a little weird, so but don't hold that against her because she's still learning everything.
Yeah. And I like that.
It's super cool.
I think it's cute, and I like she kind of stutters in the game too. So even if you didn't watch the anime, I don't remember her in the anime. I know I watched Hoenn Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
Wait, no, Pokemon Advance anime.
Yes, yeah.
But she even like kind of stumbled over her words and her like, I'm tough.
She's trying to be super showman-y, and she ends up just being a goofball.
Love her. Yeah. Love me some Phoenix.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you were wrong.
I was wrong.
You better be surprised.
Yeah. Well, my number one
is drum roll.
My number one is the big boss himself, Giovanni.
No way.
Yeah. No, you were also wrong. So listen, let me tell you a little. I didn't know
you picked evil today.
Let me tell you a little story about a young lad, Galutrad. So Giovanni, the leader of Team Rocket, he runs the Viridian Gym, has the Earth Badge. He rocks just a massively strong team. Rhyhorn, Rhydon, Dugtrio, Nidoqueen, and Nidoking. He is the 8th gym.
And Persian.
No, that's in the anime only.
And yellow?
It might be in yellow.
It's gotta be in yellow.
I'm thinking blue, red and blue.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. In the instruction manual of Red and Blue, he is a silhouette, and his name is ? They don't let you know who he is.
It's a secret.
It is a secret.
Yep.
And I kid you not, when I was playing through Red, I would constantly go back to Viridian Town and be like, am I ready? Is this gym open now? I was fixated on it. I was like, why is this gym, I'm supposed to get 8 gyms, why can't I get into this gym? And I actually, in going to Silphco and meeting Giovanni, still had no idea, because they don't reveal it until you fight him in the gym. I had a lot of it was a really hard fight for me, especially as a kid, but I lost a lot in Team Rocket's hideout in Silphco, and Giovanni was definitely the biggest wall for me. So imagine little Galutrad strolling into the 8th gym finally, and number one, hardest gym in the world to get through, if you don't know the answer to like the pathway thing.
Can't you just tilt your Game Boy and you can see?
I think so. No, I think that's Koga.
Okay.
So you come to it, and it's Giovanni. It's this dude who's been kicking my butt left and right.
Himself.
The mob boss is the last gym.
I cannot believe you picked an Inspector Gadget villain as your favorite gym.
Oh my god. And no, he's not Inspector Gadget villain. He is okay. In Pokemon, you have original trainers, the OT. He is the OT of Mewtwo. He is the original trainer of Mewtwo.
Okay, yes, he's
he
very
is
cool.
So cool.
But he's mean. He's bad.
But he ends up giving it up. He ends up like figuring out when you beat him. Yes, no. So look, listen.
Because I'm pretty sure there's a whole other gym.
No. Listen, that's the thing.
Listen, Linda. Listen.
This is why it's so cool. So number one, first game in the entire series, he's the big boss himself. You talk to him after the gym battle. He sticks around after you beat him until you talk to him afterwards. Then he talks about how, oh man, fighting you reminded me what it means to be a Pokemon trainer. I'm going to disband Team Rocket. I need to figure this out. This is what happens. Then in Johto, in the second games, you meet this punk little kid named Silver who is Giovanni's son. And the whole like plot, because Team Rocket is still a thing in Johto, and the whole plot is that Team Rocket is trying to find Giovanni, and in the Celebi event, which was a Japanese exclusive thing, but now you can experience it in Crystal if you have Crystal on the 3DS. Giovanni and Silver have like a heart-to-heart, where because Silver's whole thing is like his dad, is all about power. He only cares about the powerful Pokemon, and then they kind of meet, and Giovanni's like,
yeah, he's
no.
the worst rival on the planet.
Yeah.
He's a whiny little punk.
He is a whiny little
He's
punk.
the Kylo Ren of Pokemon.
He is the Kylo Ren. And Giovanni's Darth Vader. I love Giovanni.
He's Kylo's dad.
He's so cool. He's got the
He's
suit.
cool. I'm just shocked. Like, I'm very shocked by him.
I love him. I love him so much. He is the big bad boss.
We love a villain.
We love a
villain turned good also. We love a morally gray person.
And then he comes back, which is kind of counterintuitive to him turning good, but he does come back in Sun and Moon, or actually in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and he starts Team Rainbow Rocket.
Shut up. He doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Amazing.
Oh man, I love Giovanni so much, and he was so cool in the animes too, because like Jesse and James, love him to death. They're bumbling idiots. They're doofuses through and through.
Yeah.
And Giovanni was always like the silhouette in the video of go get me that Pokemon, and it's
well, I mean, he
so
had.
cool.
I mean, he had. I think that's why I'm shocked, because like I'm really thinking of the first movie Giovanni, where he's the reason you two even existed.
Yeah.
And that is a pretty dark moment in Pokemon.
It
is when the lab burns to the ground, and the scientist's like last words are like, we said we'd create the most powerful Pokemon of all time, and we
did.
succeeded.
Oh yeah, and we succeeded.
Oh, terrifying. It gives me chills thinking about it. But yeah, okay, well, I mean, I respect your choice. I was shocked because you are so sweet, and I did not think that you would pick the biggest baddie of all baddies.
Well, see, I'm projecting. I wish I could be.
Yes, quite.
No, I love Giovanni. He's so cool.
Very cool.
He is so anti-me. I have long, curly, flowing locks. We do. We have very different lists, which is cool because we were worried about
crossover.
We were completely blind going into this for what each other picked, and we had no crossover other than like honorable mentions, but that's exactly what they're kind of for. So it's interesting that we did. Yeah.
Right.
Super cool.
Yeah. So you had mentioned that you thought that I had Whitney, and I actually think Whitney is the whiniest, most annoying gym leader on the planet.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's very cute. Like, it makes sense why you would think that. And like she was the original normal type gym leader. Yeah. She before Norman and Leary.
Yeah, that's true.
She had her Miltank and I think Clefairy, right?
Miltank.
Yeah,
I think it must have
that
been
rollout
Clefairy
was
something.
crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think her gym was cool, but the fact that she like would not give you a gym badge, and I was young, so I didn't think, oh yeah, I need to go talk to her again and force her to give me the gym badge. I was just like, well, guess I'm not getting a gym badge.
Yeah.
And I really, it took me a minute to realize I could go back.
I always...
Were you like, no, you give me that badge?
I always talk to people after I fight them. I still do that to this day.
I don't.
You don't. Yeah, and yours for me makes perfect sense was Lieutenant Surge.
And Marnie.
Yeah. But Marnie, technically, she's a gym leader, but it's not until post-game. And then Lieutenant Surge, I actually don't like Lieutenant Surge. I just like Raichu.
Thought you did.
No, yeah.
Because of Raichu.
Because, he gets bonus points, but I'm not a Lieutenant Surge fan all that much. He's a bit of a jerk.
Well, this was fun. It's really cool how dynamic each gym leader is too, and like how there really is a story behind each one of them, and like why they are how they are, and like how they're designed,
why they chose the type they chose, what Pokemon means to them. It's super cool.
Yeah.
And we hope that listeners, y'all enjoyed this episode as well.
Yeah. If you want to share any of your favorite gym leaders, if you want to disagree with us on our gym leaders, if you agree, like,
if you want to correct stuff that we got wrong, because much like all other fans out there, is we love the series and we love everything to do with Pokemon, but we're only human. We're gonna get stuff wrong. Our memories are gonna fail us.
Certainly glad we researched this.
Certainly glad we researched.
Can you imagine? I was like, yeah, Blaine's granddaughter, Flannery. You can find us anywhere on the internet at Another Pokémon Pod. That's PKMN Pod. And Galutrad, where can they find you?
You can find me on the internet at Galutrad, spelled Galutrad. I stream on Twitch Mondays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time, and Sundays, 9 a.m. to 12 noon Central Time. And Bex, where can they find you?
You can find me anywhere on the internet at Rebellity or Rebel Audie, as my friends at AZP like to say, or on Instagram. You can find me at I_am_Rebellity.
All right.
That's us in a wrap.
Absolutely. Thank you for tuning in to the first ever episode of Another Pokemon Podcast.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Oh my God, crazy.
Crazy.
All right, bye.
Okay, bye. Wrong podcast.
That's wrong.